gathers pace. The championship race is well and truly on again. Dwight York! 21 and a half minutes and a hat-trick. Solskjaer for Sheringham. Manchester United 6, Arsenal 1.
Defensively, what we did today is really poor.
Oh, Bartes, straight to Henry. Absolutely extraordinary. Bartes comes and has lost it. Henry has surely wrapped it up for Fabian Bartes. It's a catastrophe again. Arsenal can take the title home tonight to Highbury. It's Freddie Youngberg again. Push out by Bartes. Wiltor! They have taken the title away from Manchester United, and they have done it here at Old Trafford. Oh, he's missed it! He has hit the bar! They're all around Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Killing was in his face right after he missed the penalty.
Here goes Van Nistelrooy.
Well, he's just exercised some demons some more.
Here's Rooney. Manchester United wrap it up. Arsenal lose at long, long last. The honour of ending a record run goes to Manchester United.
See up there. See up there. Come on, every weekend. Come on, you're a nice guy. Come on.
Offside, it's offside, it's offside. Van Persie puts it in, but it isn't going to count.
Arsene Wenger doesn't know it yet. He doesn't know it yet. He does now. He was dancing on the touchline.
He sent Arsene Wenger off. He's in the firing line from the Manchester United fans. Young, tight.
Hello people, welcome back to the channel. This is the match preview for Arsenal vs Manchester United in the Premier League, and this is a massive game in the Premier League. It is a heated rivalry that has been going on for years. This is probably the biggest rivalry in the Premier League in terms of fan bases. We absolutely hate each other. Arsenal, some fans might dislike Tottenham a bit more, but most of us probably dislike Man United or have it equal. And as for Man United, we've seen their fans, majority of them have been twerking for Man City to win the league. They're even happy that Liverpool are top as long as Arsenal don't win. So, this game is probably going to get heated at some stage. There's going to be a tackle. Something is going to happen in this game that makes the crowd go wild. And did you know, the 13th of October, 1894 was the first game between Arsenal and Man United. But it weren't Arsenal versus Man United back then. And you probably didn't know this, because I know I didn't. Newton Heath they were called. And they played against Woolwich Arsenal. So, there's been 240 games between the two sides. 89 victories for Arsenal, 50 draws, and 101 wins for Man United. So, they've slightly got the edge, but yeah, in recent times, we seem to be doing them quite a lot. Arsenal are looking to win 4 games in a row against Man United for the first time ever. Man United, on the other hand, they have a shocking record against Arsenal at the Emirates in recent years. They've lost 7 out of 9. only winning 2 out of their last 11 in the league. 3 in 12 in all competitions since Fergie left. So it had not been a happy hunting ground. And those wins have all come under different managers. Arsenal, we are looking to win 3 games in a row for the first time this season in the Premier League. We're currently on a 3-game winning run, one of those coming in the Champions League, and we are looking in form. Mikel Arteta, he has a 67% win ratio against Manchester United. That is more than any other manager in the history of the competition that has played more than 5 matches against Man United. Even better than Pep, which I was quite surprised when I heard that stat. He's won 6 in 9, and his first win as Arsenal manager also come against Man United. I remember that game. I'm pretty sure it was the Pepe one when he done this. Yeah, that was a good victory. And we ain't gone on to win the league, but that season we did win the FA Cup, and this season we definitely need to pick up some silverware. Saka and Havertz are Arsenal's leading scorers with 5 goals apiece, and out of those 10 goals, 8 of them have come at the Emirates. So funnily enough, their first away goals were just the other day against West Ham. That's what that stat tells me. Also, Arsenal, 20 goals from corners. Corner FC since last season. Gabriel has 5 of those 20, which is 25%. But I was thinking, what the hell? Surely not. Gabriel's not scored 5 goals only from corners. Surely not. He's got Man City this season, Tottenham, Sporting, just the other game, West Ham. But then I remembered, that's just corners. Because the Liverpool game last season at Anfield, I'm pretty sure he scored a header there as well. So we got threats not just from corners. There's also free kicks. Talk about Man United a little bit. They've not won back-to-back Premier League games this season. They've won 6 out of the 7 midweek games that they have played. There's been 38 goals in total. That is quite some doing. So I'm expecting quite a lot of goals. If you're a betting man, maybe over 3.5 goals. Chance your arm at that. But they've only won 2 out of their last 18 in London. That is very poor, especially for a team that are nicknamed Peckham Reds. Man United, their attack comes mostly from Ahmad and Bruno, as 7 of their last 8 goals has been assisted by one of those players. So that tells me that those are the creative sparks in this team. So we need to keep an eye on those players. Ruben Amorim has come in and he's won 2 out of 3 with 1 draw. But Man United are actually on a 7-game unbeaten run because Ruud van Nistelrooy also won 3 and drew 1. So they are coming into this game on good form. Marcus Rashford. He has scored 3 goals in 2 games under Ruben Amorim. And also, he'd only scored 1 in 11. So, some people are saying that Amorim is the reason why he's scoring goals again. It's the new manager bounce. I smell something else. We'll talk about that later on in the video. Don't go anywhere. So now we'll just go into some injury news. Man United, Evans, Shaw and Lindelof all out of this game. That's 3 defenders. So they do play a back 5. So I'm not quite sure who's going to play in this game, as Lisandro and Mainu are also out. So that's even 4 defenders. So they're kind of down to the bare bones. You might have to see Johnny Evans, Maguire and De Ligt. Who knows? But Arsenal, we also have our own injury concerns. As we know, Tomiyasu and Ben White, long-term injuries. Merino and Partey both missed the last game. Arteta is hopeful that they might play in this game, as they've said that they both want to play alongside Calafiori, who had a knock in the last game, and Gabriel, who has been dealing with some issues since the Sporting game as he come off at half-time. So with that being said, my predicted lineup for this game is David Raya in goal, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel and Calafiori. I think those 2 should overcome their knocks. Rice, Odegaard and Merino in midfield. I have a sneaky suspicion either 1 or 2 of our injury doubts are going to miss this game, as potentially we don't want to risk any further injuries to our players. And the front 3 of Saka, Havertz and Martinelli. It was a toss-up between Trossard and Martinelli, as it is Trossard's birthday and you never know, we might be feeling lucky. So that's my lineup. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. So like I said, Ruben Amorim, he's on a very, very good run. 2 wins and a draw. He's come in. It could have been better. Could have got the win against Ipswich, as they did take the lead. They have scored a couple of early goals in his games. So they look like they're starting to play for the manager. You're starting to see them kind of get used to the shape, and they are scoring goals. That is 8 goals under him. Even though you could say, look at our position, Bodo Glints, Ipswich, Everton, but still, Man United under Ten Hag, they weren't scoring goals. When was the last time they scored 4 under Ten Hag? I don't even remember. Someone would have to tell me, a Man United fan, because it looked very, very dire for them. But from an Arsenal point of view, in this game, our left-hand side probably need to rise, because we've seen the last couple of games, the right-hand side is just being flogged. All our attacks, it's probably like 67% of our players down that side. I don't know where I'm getting that figure from. It's probably something to do with Mikel Arteta's win rate against Man United, but it's probably a big proportion of players being played down the right-hand side. So this game, if Almiron is smart, he'll try to do something on that side, because the last 2 teams, they ain't really done anything on our right-hand side. Even Nottingham Forest, they tried for parts of that game, but there was no specific plan. And sooner, we are going to come up against teams that specifically design a plan of attack to stop us going down that right-hand side. which will mean whoever's on that left-hand side is going to need to rise and be a nuisance. And that is probably why I was tossing and turning with if Trossard could play. Because on the ball, he's a lot more efficient and productive than Martinelli. Martinelli, he might have to come on later on in the game if we're winning 2-0 and Man United are trying to get back in the game, and then we can hit them on the counter-attack when there's space. As I'm predicting, they are not going to be as stupid to leave themselves just open, wide open, to just let us attack them early on, because we're fast starters, and if they're not careful, the game could be out of sight, as we do score a lot of goals in the first half. I think it's 8 of our last 13 games or something like that, that we've, or might be 8 and 11, that we've scored first half goals. The last game, how many did we get? Was it 4 or 5? I think it was 4. So, Man United, I'm expecting them to be very reserved. As Almiron, he is an astute manager. I don't think he's stupid. We saw him in the City game. Yes, City had chances, but they got the job done. And if we're not careful, we could end up with a bloody nose. Because like what I'm saying, if Man United are to win this game, they're going to need to be clinical on the counter-attack and make us pay if we do not take our chances. We know what Arsenal are going to do. More than likely, we're going to look to pin them back in their half, dominate the possession. And if we get set pieces, you know we're a danger. But for Man United to get something out of this game, it's going to need a bit of luck. Onana is going to need to make saves. The defence, they can't be bozos. And if they are, that's where Onana will need to come into play. We have been clinical. I'm just hoping our goals ain't dried up. And like I said, on that counter-attack, on the transition, because when Man United do get results against Arsenal, it's usually quick transition football and they make us pay. And one man that likes to make Arsenal pay is Marcus Rashford, or should I say Marcus the Milkman, Marky Moo, the Milky Bar Kid. He has 6 goals and 4 assists against Arsenal. That is his favourite opposition. And some people are crediting Ruben Almiron with Marcus Rashford's fortune in front of goal. But no, he's got himself a new snow bunny. He's loving the milk. I'm hearing that it's got high calcium. And you know, when you're a kid, when you're that kid, you need that milk to go to bed. That warm milk that you just have and you just sip it and you just like, ready to go bed. He's like a baby. He can't perform without getting some good milk. And if that's what he needs, that's what he needs. Man United, they're going to have to need to maybe prepare if this relationship doesn't work out, and just have like a, what's it called, a modelling agency for all comers. As if you keep Marky Moo happy, the goals will keep coming. So, we got to watch out for that one. Him, Bruno, the danger men. Rasmus and Xerxes, they've also got 2 goals apiece under Almiron in different games. So, their attack looks to be delivering. And like I said, Ahmad and Bruno, they do get most of the assists. So, we're going to need to be very, very careful and keep a watchful eyes on those players. But all that being said, my score prediction in this game, I'm going with a 3-1 win to the Gunners. And we're going to be drinking on Man United's tears. Or we might be drinking milk. Who knows? Guys, don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to the channel. I'm out. Bless.